I like to think of geocaching as this big outdoor treasure hunt. You're getting these coordinates, put them into your GPS, you go and look for these cool fun things that are hidden in the woods, on the sides of buildings, basically anywhere in the world. I like to think of it as a treasure hunt.
To me, geocaching is an awesome sport that's really evolving lately. I started geocaching by using this GPS, plugging it into my computer, downloading some coordinates onto it from geocaching.com, and generally going out to the woods and trying to find hidden treasures left by other people.
Geocaching is like Nicolas Cage mixed with Doug from The Hangover and the Declaration of Independence.
I'm living in it. I'm living in it. I'm living in it.
What's about your first geocache?
The very first time I ever geocached, I was actually hanging out with Gamerinsic, and he got his first GPS for Christmas. He said, hey Dan Alexander, you want to go caching? I was like, what's that? So he took me out, and we went to a place called Centennial Park up in Thunder Bay, and there was a light post there. And on the light post was a cover.
The first time I went geocaching, I was in Rockwood, Ontario. I was in this big quarry that kind of abandoned. There was some railroad tracks that kind of led into it. So we were looking for a cache in there. Didn't have a GPS. It was a little difficult to find. I think we looked around, lifting up rocks for about an hour.
My first time geocaching was at Lakehead University. It's a really small cache. I went with Gamerinsic and Dan Alexander. But you know what? I found it. I found that cache.
And Mr. Gamerinsic reached down and pulled it out, and had a piece of paper behind it, which was a log. I had no idea what any of this was, but since then, I've just been fascinated with geocaching and the whole evolution of the sport.
Out of the corner of my eye, I just saw this little glimmer in the trees. Walked over, found the geocache there in the tree. Cool thing about that though was there was a geocoin in the geocache. Without a GPS, got a geocoin the first time. Pretty exciting. Large, sexy,
Thrill.
In charge,
eloquent,
And yellow.
beautiful,
Big.
eloquent.
Well, I've known these guys for 4 years. I mean, we all came to school here together, and unfortunately, T-Bone 51's still around. I mean, he looks like a bumblebee most of the time, and so generally I'm really embarrassed to see, for people to see me hanging around with them. But other than that, I really like the guys. Yeah.
Who's the best?
I am the best. Obviously. Look at me. I'm going to be the best. No one can beat me. I'm wearing these cleats. Extra traction. Alright? I am the best. I'm going to find this big cache at the end.
The other guys are cool. It's fun to geocache with some guys, but when it comes down to it, it's a single person sport, and it's you against the cache. You don't want anyone else to find it. You try your best to get it. So it's me against those guys. Some of them are douchebags. Some of them are cool. Some of them aren't. You know, doesn't really bother me.
This 5 out of 5 cache is probably the biggest and best cache we will ever see in our lifetimes here in Thunder Bay. Put out by a gentleman and wife duo named Hunter Killer, local to Thunder Bay, Ontario, and I'm generally excited to try and find it. I want to be the first to find the FTF on that cache, and it's going to be huge. It's going to be the biggest of the year. It's going to be the nice finale to a nice 4 years here in Thunder Bay.
Okay, that's the point of this whole documentary right now. The big geocache. It's the first 5 out of 5 in Thunder Bay. And what that means is it's a 5 difficulty and a 5 terrain. So this is the hardest cache to find in Thunder Bay. It was put out by Hunter Killer, and that's basically our nemesis here in Thunder Bay. It seems that Hunter Killer gets all the first to finds, the FTFs, which that's the first person to get to the cache. So we really want to be the first one to get to this geocache, get our first 5 out of 5, and really just put our name on the map in Thunder Bay, maybe even the world, as some of the best geocachers out there.
This cache is huge. It's a 5-5. Hunter Killer put it out. I'm kind of scared of Hunter Killer. I feel like he's a hunter. That's kind of why we're all yellow, so he doesn't shoot me in the woods. But it's a big cache. I'm going to beat everybody there, and I'm just amazing.
Awesome, 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 awesome.
I don't necessarily need
Found
to be
it!
here for this. Can I?
Found it!
I'm gonna keep the headphones on.
Found it!
I'm awesome.
Found it!
No, you're not, dude. Don't lie. I'm awesome. I'm driving around in my mom's ride. I'm awesome. A quarter of my life gone by, and I met all my friends online.
Yeah.
I'm awesome. I will run away from a brawl. I'm awesome. There's no voicemail, nobody calls. I'm awesome. I can't afford to buy.
Doesn't even be
Then
super
I talk
fast.
to
I can fast
myself
forward
on my
it.
Facebook wall. You know my pants sag low, even though that went out of style like 10 years ago. Suppose I got the swagger of a cripple. I got little biceps getting fatter in the middle. And lyrically, I'm not the best. Physically, the opposite of Randy Moss, and yet so preposterous. Feel the awesomeness. The most obnoxious guest up at the sausage fest. Oh yes. The girls are repulsed, so I hide in my hood like I'm joining a cult. I'm as nervous as my cattle, Dirty Curtis. All my writtens are bitten and all my verses are purchased. Me, I'll never date an actress. Got too many back sits. Plus, my whole home aroma is cat piss. Every show I do is poorly promoted, and if you like this, it's cause my little sister wrote it. I'm awesome. No, you're not, dude. Don't lie. I'm awesome. I'm driving around in my mom's ride. I'm awesome. A quarter of my life gone by, and I met all my friends online. I'm awesome. I will run away from a brawl. I'm awesome. There's no voicemail, nobody calls. I'm awesome. I can't afford to buy. Then I talk to myself on my Facebook wall.
Got it!
Alright, plan of attack for this cache, guys. We got 100 killers, 5 out of 5 cache. The GZ zone here is in the middle of the woods. We got a bit of a climb to get there, but that's not going to be our biggest problem. Luckily, we got a road right here. We're going to approach from the east, coming along the road. So, there's a parking lot here. We don't have to do that much walking. Still got that climb though. So we'll park here. I figure we come to the trailhead. We'll get T-Bone 51. You take one of the flanks. I'll take the other flank. We'll get Dan Alexander up in the front. Make sure we're covering all angles. We hit this ascent as a team. I think we come straight at the GZ. We should be the first ones to get there. And I think that's our safest way of doing this. What do you guys think?
I don't like that plan. I think we should come in, same way, park at the parking lot, but I know there's a side trail right here that loops around, okay? And if we go up here, and then do the loop, and we can get to the GZ faster.
Tony, that is the most reckless thing I have ever heard in my life. You know this trail?
Yeah, I know, like, back of my hand.
No one's done this trail since '72. It's unheard of. It can't be done anymore. The trail's closed.
I think we can do it.
It's risky.
Why can't we do it?
You're gonna put the whole team in jeopardy.
Well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
You can be the first one to die up there on the GZ zone. We're going up this way. If you don't like that, get out of the group.
I'm leaving.
That's risky. You're gonna put the whole team in jeopardy with that move. I can't believe T-Bone would suggest some kind of a move like that. I mean, I'm all for getting to the cache first, being the first ones at the GZ, but if it's gonna put the whole team in jeopardy, what's the point? I want all of us to get that cache, come out alive. Don't want anyone dying up there on the hill.
I don't know what T-Bone 51 is thinking. He's gonna go up there, he's gonna get killed. Someone's gonna die tomorrow getting this cache.
Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking. My plan is a lot better because it's just, I think it's a safer route. We get there faster, and I guess I'm just going to do it by myself. I'm doing it by myself. I'm going to beat these other two guys there. I'm going to get the cache. I'm going to be the first to find on that cache.
It's unfortunate that T-Bone's out, but if he's gonna put the team in jeopardy, then he's gone. What do you think about this, though?
I feel like it's a pretty good plan. I mean, now that Tony is not in the team, I feel like I'm just probably gonna bail out and not really be a part of it.
So this is it? Like, we're going our own separate ways?
I'm going home and I'm waking up tomorrow and I'm finding the cache.
Alright, well, I guess it's every man for himself now.
Guess so.
Josh.
Yeah.
Josh, wake up. They already left.
What day is it?
Wednesday.
Oh. Okay. Where did they go?
Man, you better hurry up. Aren't you gonna be late?
We'll all get there at the same time. I'm not worried.
I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. Yo, Skrill, drop it hard. Yo, Skrill, drop it hard.
Yeah, I don't know why these guys think I'm a douchebag. I don't know why. I don't look like a douchebag. I'm pretty good at the sport.
So people ask me why I wear such awesome clothing when I geocache, and I generally tell them I wear such tight shorts to be able to fit through the trees a little bit better.
For some reason, whenever I'm out caching in the woods, if I'm by myself, this tune just goes into my head. And I'm pretty sure I made it up, or my brain made it up. I don't think it's from any popular movies, but I'll be caching and I'll be looking under trees and I'll be looking for the caches, and this tune just comes into my head. I'll show you what I'll show you what I hear every time I go caching. It goes a little something like this. Every time, I don't know why.